right, this is part 3 of today's update on Ukraine, and I think this should cover it. In this video, I want to once again bring forth Russia's dubious position in the UN and why I think Russia shouldn't be in the UN, and particularly on the UN Security Council. As I mentioned in the past, when the Soviet Union fell apart, the spot that Soviet Union occupied in the UN basically became vacant. Russia just slid into that spot and everybody accepted it, both the Soviet Union spot in the UN and on the Security Council. That spot belonged to a country that no longer exists. So why Russia was allowed to just slide right in is unclear, considering Soviet Union consisted of 15 separate pieces that are now separate countries. Fast forward to the present day. Russia wants to ask Roger Waters to represent Russia in the UN, basically. Why? Because he supports letting Russia keep the territories that they have already invaded, seemingly completely ignoring the fact that Russia basically just barged in and hacked off a piece of another country. His concerts were canceled in Poland, for which he lashed out at Poland, saying Poland doesn't understand war, completely ignoring Polish history. This wouldn't be the first time Russia acted bizarrely and unprofessionally in the international arena. As recently as 2022, Russia's ambassador in Bosnia and Herzegovina threatened them with the Ukrainian scenario and with the big red button scenario in response to those countries' interest in joining NATO. This behavior is not new. 11 years ago, Russian representative in the UN basically told a diplomat from Qatar to shut up. At the time, there was a resolution on Syria on the docket, which would affect other Middle Eastern countries, and Russia threatened to veto it, which the diplomat from Qatar had pointed out. In response, Churkin, Russia's representative in the UN, told that if Qatar keeps talking to him in this manner, they wouldn't last until tomorrow. He then threatened that Qatar will be wiped off the face of the earth. This is Russian diplomacy. It's out there. Why is it allowed?